a protest is currently underway, and those are the first set of visuals we are bringing for you. And we are being told the Bharat Mata Row is still continuing. The controversy around Bharat Mata portrait is still continuing, and these protests are also in a way related to that. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Arpita joining us on the broadcast. Arpita, dramatic visuals coming in. What is this protest about?
University. In fact, DYFI and ASF protesters are protesting at the university against the governor, saying that the government is trying to saffronize the universities. That is the thing, and they've been protesting since so many days. In fact, the Bharat Mata Row is escalating day by day. Earlier, DYFI, SFI and ASF was protesting against the governor, saying that the Raj Bhavan is giving a platform to RSS by using Bharat Mata portrait, with Bharat Mata holding a saffron flag. Earlier, LDF government also had boycotted 2-3 events at Raj Bhavan where Bharat Mata photo was used, holding saffron flag. Now, these protests have been happening since last 2-3 weeks, and these protesters are saying that they will continue their protests until governor stops saffronizing the universities. They are holding a massive protest across the state. SFI, DYFI and AISF is protesting across the state. A few days back also they were protesting in front of the university. In fact, not just Trivandrum, not just Kerala University, Kannur University, NG University and Calicut University were also witnessed massive protests by SFI and DYFI. Now police is using water cannons at DYFI protesters who are trying to enter the university. In fact, already AISF protesters have been detained. There's a massive police deployment across university, and also shortly SFI will be protesting in Raj Bhavan against the same issue, and they've been protesting since so many days, and they're saying that till governor stops saffronizing the universities, their protest is going to continue.
Right. So, Arpita, we've been reporting this particular story for the last few days, and that has been the point of concern as well. SFI, the student body there, has been staging a protest, and now it seems it's turning violent. We can see in the visuals cops using water cannons as well to disperse the crowd, but that does not really seem to be helping the cops out there, because things seem to be getting out of control here in the visuals that we are seeing. And the broad point that you're making is that SFI, wants the governor to stop saffronizing of universities in Kerala. I want you to tell our viewers a little bit about the specific demands here. What do they really mean by saffronization of universities in Kerala? What exactly is it that they are demanding? What has been the response of the university here? Because this is not just Kerala University. Like you said, there's Kannur University and a couple of other big universities as well that are being targeted, where these protests are taking place.
Yes. So what happened a few days back, there was an event in Kerala University at the Senate Hall where governor was supposed to attend the event. But what happened was last minute registrar of the university came and cancelled the event, saying that there was a portrait of Bharat Mata kept holding a saffron flag, and this they have been protesting since so many days. So when the registrar cancelled the event last minute, even though after cancellation, governor attended the event, he came to the university and attended the event. Afterwards, vice chancellor suspended registrar over this issue, saying that registrar insulted governor by cancelling the event last minute. What they are saying is, in universities and in official functions, why are they using saffron Bharat Mata's photo, which is holding saffron flag? And they are saying by this, governor is trying to saffronize the universities by giving a platform to RSS, because what they are saying is Bharat Mata holding saffron flag is associated with RSS, and governor should not use such a picture in universities or any such events that are held across the state, which is government functions and university functions. So that is a demand, that they should stop using portrait of Bharat Mata holding a saffron flag, and they are saying that they are not against Bharat Mata's portrait, but The fact that Bharat Mata holding a saffron flag is kept, that is the problem. And they are in support with the LDF government, who have been boycotting multiple events at Raj Bhavan and other places where Bharat Mata portrait was kept holding a saffron flag. And now SFI is saying that till the governor stops using such portrait at functions, they will be protesting. In fact, earlier when we spoke to SFI president, he also reiterated that this is not a protest against Governor Rajendra Arlekar. It is against the saffronization of university. This is not the first time governor and government is having an issue. Earlier also, when Governor Arif Muhammad Khan was the governor of the state, even then Kerala government and governor had tussles. And with the appointment of new governor, that is Rajendra Arlekar, there was some hope that the state will run in peace, but there seems to be no end to the tussles between government and governor here in Kerala.
Right. So you're saying that, the demand primarily is that saffronization of universities should stop. And I was also reading a couple of reports that seem to suggest that, the protest, is against, of course, the way the governor's office is functioning, and they want the universities from stop taking anti-democratic steps. But, given the visuals that we are getting right now, things are getting a little out of control. That's what we can see. These protests have been going on for quite some time, but today's visuals are quite dramatic, Arpita. So is there any word from the university, anybody from the university who's come out to speak with these people who are agitating in front of the university gates, perhaps to talk to them so that, this protest ends, to listen to what they are saying? Or do we see some kind of a political support also that is, coming for these particular members of SFI who are out there on the streets protesting?
No, in fact, no. The university is coming out to hold a talk with the protesters because these protesters are also protesting against the vice chancellor who suspended the registrar over cancelling of the event. But the other day, when there was a protest at the university campus, MD Govindan, who is the state secretary of CPM, had come to resolve the issue. After he spoke to the protesters finally calmed down and they decided to end the protest. But today, you can see there are again dramatic visuals of the protest where DYFI, AISS and SFI will shortly protest in front of the governor, in front of the Raj Bhavan. So till now, university officials have not come ahead and spoken to the protesters, and therefore the protesters are continuing to protest outside the university.
But this must be disrupting the classes as well in the university, isn't it? So shouldn't some efforts be made by the university to also ensure things calm down? Because here it seems cops clearly are not able to manage the situation, even though they are using water cannons as well to disperse the crowd, but that does not really seem to be helping.
Yes, rightly said, it is not helping in any way. In fact, it is disrupting classes. In fact, all of these student organizations and youth wing of the CPM had already said that today they are protesting against, like all education institutions will protest against this. In fact, they are going to schools also, and they're asking state-run schools to shut down today in protest in solidarity to show that they're protesting against the governor for saffronizing the universities. And till now, university officials are not coming and getting involved in this issue. But classes are getting disrupted, and this is not the first time. In fact, since so many days the protests are going on, and all of these days classes were interrupted and students are getting disturbed by their protests, what is happening in the state.
Okay, and you've also been speaking to the, people from SFI and other organizations who are leading these particular protests. What is it that they have to say? What are their demands really?
So the other day when we spoke to SFI president, he clearly said that this protest is not against the governor of the state, that is Rajendra Arlekar, or even before this when they were protesting against Arif Muhammad Khan. He said it was clearly not against Arif Muhammad Khan, but the governor, what the misuse of power by the governor is what is disturbing them, and that is why they are protesting against the governor. So if the governor uses his power in appropriate manner, then these protests will end. In fact, that is the demand that they've been saying so all these while saying that they shouldn't saffronize the universities and the governor should not misuse his power.
Is the Vice Chancellor right now? Have we heard anything from the Vice Chancellor in this particular case or the Registrar? And what about other universities? Are we also seeing, as we speak, like there are protests outside Kerala University, similar protests happening in front of the gates of other universities as well in Kerala?
There is a structure between the Vice Chancellor and Registrar where the syndicate, who is the appointing authority of Registrar, is saying that it is the syndicate who has the power to take decisions regarding Registrar, and they have said that they have revoked Registrar's suspension. But on the other hand, Vice Chancellor is...
All right. Thank you very much, Arpita, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs. We'll keep coming back to you for more on this story from Kerala. So dramatic visuals there coming in from Thiruvananthapuram. Let's